Hey there everybody, it's in the whole universe, photography is fine and I'm a Russian who brings one of my own experience, and we are crossing the street near the metro of Tsaritsyno. Tsaritsyno, do you know what is it? It is the Tsar. Tsar actually it is a ruler in Russian Empire. Wow, education facts with 15 minutes of this video already we have. And Tsar is a ruler. Yes, you maybe heard some of the Rasputin songs, Rara Rasputin, and something like this. And today is our talk about the plans again, because I always do plans, I always accomplish them. One of the plans that I accomplished it is that I learned the United States of America states, and I learned them and I can reproduce them. Actually, maybe with sometimes repetitions, I mean that I'm familiar with them. It is already good. For example, we can start from the right side. Yes, New York, New Jersey, also we have Connecticut, Massachusetts, also Vermont, Rhode Island, and we have Maine. Also, if we will go kind of to the Florida side, we have Florida. Also, we have Kentucky somewhere in the center near. We have Indiana, yes. Also, we have West Virginia and Virginia. Also, we have the on the left side. Yes, let's take a look at the east part of America. We have California. Also, we have Nebraska, Nevada, and we have New Mexico. New Mexico there, and also Arizona near, and also Texas. We have, and we have different structures. Also, we have Washington on the left side, and on the right side we have also Washington DC. Yes, it is our capital. Yes, we can say it is District of Columbia. Yes, and we have it, and also we have the specific obelisk there with the shape of frustum. It is 3D model of pyramid that kind of you can look at this. It is kind of pyramid plus frustum. Frustum, you can Google what is it. It is the, if we will take the pyramid and if we will do planes kind of cutting it, we'll have the frustum. It is the sculpture obelisk of the frustum plus pyramid's top. We have kind of two objects in one, and it will be the obelisk that we have in Washington DC. Also we have Massachusetts, and we have also North Carolina, South Carolina, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Oklahoma, Illinois, Louisiana, and also we have, what do we have, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. Where are we from? Maryland, yes, Delaware. It is near the New York too. And we'll cross the street and we'll be in the Russian part. Right now we kind of airplaned to this place. Here is no kind of crossing the street sign, but okay, everything is good. Nobody's hitting us, but people are waiting. Do you know what it is? It's a queue, guys. Queue to the bus. Do you have buses in your country? I hope that you have. And you maybe have trams, and also have trolley buses, and also have trains, and different types of metro. And in Washington DC you have metro too, with different lines. I watched them, I've seen them, and it is good. And I learned some also cities. For example, Baltimore, yes, it is Maryland, I think so. Also Boston, we have also New York City with different parts of New York City. Manchester, we have excuse me, everybody, not Manchester. Manchester, it is the city in UK, and also it's the city inside of the America too, because we have Saint Petersburg in America too, and it is kind of repetition of the same words, but actually the location different, altitude and longitude they are different. And I want to say that you have Manhattan in as a part of the New York City, yes, and in New York City you have Wall Street, you have Statue of Liberty, Big Apple, it's another name for the New York, and also okay, we'll go to another places. We have Kentucky, as I said, maybe Louisiana, Illinois, Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi, and Wyoming, and also Ohio, Utah, Idaho, and Hawaii, yes, and Alaska, and Alabama with the crest of red color, and it is the flag of it. And I even remembered some flag. On Washington we have the face of the, I think that George Washington. Also I learned a little bit of the different types of rulers, and I know John F. Kennedy, I think that F I said correct, John F. Kennedy. Also have the people, Barack Obama, yes, it is 45th, no, 45th is Donald Trump, 44th Barack Obama. Also have Theodore Roosevelt, yes, also Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, I think so, and also we have George Washington. And already you can say that I'm kind of past the exam to the person who is kind of ish native. Yes, it is not native, it is ish native, we will call it, because kind of I know some facts. I know Martin Luther King, and also I heard about the I Have a Dream speech, and about the marching on Washington. Marching on Washington, I heard 300,000 people, and it is yes, I learned about it. Also you have Democratic, Republicans, and also Capitol you have, and different I Am a Bill from the Hill, and some songs I heard about them. I need to learn baseball, yes. And okay, I named some of the states. Maybe I didn't name something, but if I didn't name, then let me know in the comment section below. Okay, so I'm good right now at something orientation around America, even not being in America, and I learned about it. And next, my plans is to learn more about presidentship in America, how it is going, and also laws of America. It is important to entrepreneurship. About taxes and about entrepreneurship. It will be my next exam to learn about presidents. Actually, it is kind of sub-goal. Presidents, it is important, yes, we understand it, to know, but actually the more important is laws and current regulation. Because history, I like history, but sometimes I prefer more like useful in nowadays stuff. History is useful too, but I think that in some current moment it is everything is useful, okay. And because some people who are historians right now will say, no, history is the most important part. Yes, history is the most important part too, because we can find the kind of correlation from the previous events, and we can see what will be in the future, kind of predict the future, forecast the future in a meaning of the past. Because if you see some of the patterns, that it could be repeated, but it could be not. Because this possibility and opportunities and statistics, it is all about kind of maybe, but maybe not, but maybe, and kind of this way. So about America, I learned some facts. About UK need to learn too, because I know Ireland, also the UK, also Liverpool, and London I know, and Birmingham, and some of the Oxford, it is, where is it? Cambridge, and education in the UK. I know a little bit, but need to learn it more. It will be kind of sub-goal too. And also about Ireland and near Europe countries, need to learn it more. It will be good. So it is about the geography and kind of country places. Next, I started to be more confident with numbers. I kind of learned Fibonacci sequence of numbers till 21st element. Let's do this. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, then 144, 233, 377, 610, 987, 1597, 2584, 4181, and 6765. 6765. It is the 21st element of Fibonacci sequence. how do we count them? It is actually when we have 0 and 1, 1 plus 0, we have 1. Then it will be 1 plus 1 equals 2, and then it will be 2 plus 1 equals 3, 3 plus 2 equals 5, 5 plus 3 equals 8, 8 plus 5 equals 13, and etc. I learned this by heart. Actually, it is easy to learn, I want to say, for me at least, because I'm good and kind of native with numbers. With numbers I'm really nice and native. Need to learn Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence, it is when we have three elements and need to count them at the same manner as we did with the Fibonacci sequence. Also Lucas series, it is almost the Fibonacci sequence, but it started from 2 and 1. It is 2, 1, then 3, then it will be 2, 1, 3, 4, then 7, then it will be okay, it need to count because kind of need to think about this more. It will be Lucas series. Also it is good. Also Euler's number I know that it is 2.718281828. It is the number, and also P number, it is 341415992 and etc. It is P number. And also we have tau number, it is 6283. It is actually P that 2 times P. It is actually P number. And need to learn more about numbers because it is sometimes useful. And I started to think about, really, I noticed that I have really super nice memory, that it is super extravagant, and I believe that everybody on our earth can improve their memory too, because it is all about the practice, and the more you practice, the better your memory. And I found that my memory is kind of good. Maybe need to participate in the memory championship, World Memory Championship. It will be maybe good and nice. And we're walking here, by the way. And it will be good remembering numbers, remembering deck of cards. I learned, by the way, what is clubs, what is also spades, also diamonds and hearts, and also jack, queen, and king and ace. Yes, I learned them. And right now I'm kind of fluent in this vocabulary. Then we can do kind of combinations of them. It will be good, yes. And about the next plans, actually, if for real, you remember maybe some kind of 2 weeks ago, I said that I need to learn about memory of computer and physics. About memory of computer, I started to understand memory better. I started to understand it in a way of that I know registers. They are actually, it will be right now something random numbers. Letters. AX, BX, CX, DX, EAX, EBX, ECX, EDX, RAX, RBX, RCX, RDX, RDI, RSI, RBP, RSP, EBP, ESP, EDI, ESI, also DH, DL, CH, CL, BH, BL, AH, AL, DIH, DIL, CIH, CIL, BPH, BPL, and CPH, CPL. It is the registers of data. They are 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, and also we have 64-bit registers. So sometimes more, and etc. And I kind of understand how it works in my mind, but maybe it is kind of need to make it more sure, okay? I understand it, and it seems kind of logical and really how it works, because it is kind of with the logic. It's with logic statements. I understand how they work, kind of some memory for the color, 8 bits for the 256 different combinations, and it will be 2 to the power of 8. It is actually 8 bits, yes, 8 bits of memory, and it will be 256. That's why you have, for example, red color, it will be 255, 0, 0. Because we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, until to the 255. It is actually 256 different combinations of red color. Also we have 256 different combinations of green color, and 256 256, 256, 256. It is for red, green, and blue colors. We have actually it is 3 times by 8 bit. Actually, it is 3 bytes of memory. 3 bytes of memory for each of the color, and it is kind of combinations. And then how I imagine in my head, and it seems really super mega logical, really. And then our colors, we say to the ALU, arithmetic logic unit, and CPU, and also control unit. It is we have CU, and also we have central processing unit. Central processing unit, CPU, also ALU, arithmetic logic unit, and also CU, it is control unit. And we are saying to them, hey dude, go to the GPU, graphic processing unit, and to say to him, hey dude, let's do some of the appearance on our monitor, on our screen. And then it will be kind of will be appearance with this register of 8-bit. It will be appearance of the red color, then it will be appearance with the green color, then it will be appearance with the blue color. Really super logical. I think that it works this way. Need sometimes to check this information, but actually I think that it is how it works, because I heard about it a lot, and it seems kind of really logical to me that it works this way. Actually, some processes work this way, and I kind of, with analogy of computer, did the same way. It really, I think, works this way. Sometimes need to use more kind of scientific vocabulary for this to describe this process. Actually, it works this way. And to describe it scientifically, yes, need to use maybe another vocabulary. But in a understandable way, it works this way. And okay, we have this, and also have, I understand kind of how it works, but how it actually super mega fully in the complex picture works. I understand that we kind of have spoken about color, then it should be also integer numbers. Integer numbers, actually it is the appearance of them on the screen. And we should use kind of specific grid of X and Y, and then we'll see them on the screen. Actually, okay, I will not speak about it a lot, because some people, they are maybe humanitarians, they are and human science people, and I understand that sometimes for them need to speak about sheep and also about the dogs and cats. 8 cats, and also have 16 dogs and 32 horses, everybody, and we have them. And sometimes it is easier to them to describe in this way, and it is really understandable more, because we can imagine them. Wow, 32 horses and 64 elephants and 128 camels and also 256 humans and 512 different cars, and also we have hedgehogs, and they are 1024, and yes, 24, and 2048 different pandas we have, and 4096 4048 2096 4096, everybody, 4096, because 2048 plus 2048, it is 4096, and we have 4096, it will be okay for the rabbits, yes, 4096 rabbits. And okay, we kind of did mnemonics right now for our head. Actually, I use it too sometimes, because to need to learn more information and to be familiar with it. Okay, need to be more familiar with memory in the computer. I understand kind of how it works, but need to understand it in more scientific way. Okay, I will do this. It will take kind of, I think that 1 weekend I will be all ready. About physics, everybody. I understand right now how it works. I can understand ballistics, also some of the mechanics, how it works, pendulum, and also how it works, kind of need to understand more pendulum, how it works pendulum, also some of the kinetic energy, also potential energy, some of the Ohm's laws I understand, and Kirchhoff's laws, and also Gauss laws, and Newton's too, and need to dive into them more, and it will be better. It will take kind of 2 weeks, I think, that to understand it better. to understand physics extremely more in the meaning of the electrodynamics. Need to understand it because I want to understand how transistors work. Actually, not like, okay, we have some gates, we have the connections between them. I want to understand in a meaning of like electrons are flowing and how do they flow inside of it. And kind of, it is more of the chemistry and more of the even quantum physics, I think so. It is about muon neutrino, tau neutrino, electron neutrino, also gluon, boson W, boson Higgs, and also photons that we see, and also charm and strange, bottom and top, and also down and up. It is about this leptons, fermions, and quarks. It is about them, and need to learn how they work more. I understand kind of they do spinning. Need to dive more into them, and kind of be familiar. Like we see cars and we understand how they work. Kind of you have the steering wheel, you kind of smash the button, but you press the specific gas. I need to tonight. Yes, and then you are going on the highway. And I understand how transistor works in a meaning of, okay, we have the driver, he goes. But need to understand more deeper. In a meaning of like what's inside of the machine, what's inside of the car. Kind of, we understand that we have wheels, they are doing rotations, angular motion and things of this nature. I want to understand how it works in the meaning of chemistry. What's inside of the engine in the meaning of chemistry, in the meaning of that I understand kind of it is process, that it is fuel, then kind of 4 processes and 4 different stages, kind of, okay, it will be here the valve, yes, and we have some of the fuel, yes, and then we have kind of nice sound, and then it is kind of power, and then it goes and it works and good, and it works. But in a chemistry way, why is it does this? Need to understand chemistry. Nitrogen, oxygen, also gold, also silver, argentum, and also aurum it is gold, and also nickel need to understand, and borium, I don't know how to say it correct, and in Russian we call it bor. Actually, need to understand them, need to understand our oxygen around us, some electronic schemas of it, and it will be good. Alkenes, alkanes, and different types of them, and oxides, a kind of carbon and double carbon oxide, and also need to understand carbon oxide. Actually, it is the gases around us and another type of gases. Need to understand them better. I can't understand what do they do, but need to understand, dive into them more as a scientist, really like deeper scientist. Okay, we'll go to another place, we will do kind of crossing, and I will be kind of first time maybe here. And okay, we'll learn about chemistry, about biochemistry too, because I understand kind of that we have the brain, we have some of the synapses and also dendrites and myelin, and also some of the brain matter we have, and different connections and axons we have in our neurons. And I kind of understand it, but I want to understand more in the meaning of kind of full anatomy. I want to understand, and physiology. It will be good. And physiology in the meaning of how do we do something. Yes, we understand it in some way, but need to dive into it, and need to read more of Pavlov's works. It is a Russian man who does a lot of physiology actually. And oh, by the way, it's the entrance. Yes, I was there. I actually was there. I remember. Will we go inside? Will they say to us, yes, log in? Or they will say, no, incorrect password, incorrect something, incorrect data type. And it is actually the park. Yes, we can cross right now. It's the park of Tsaritsyno, where we are going. Wow, look at that. Look at that, everybody. And it is interesting. Okay, about this we will learn. Chemistry, I think it will take not so big amount of time because I'm kind of familiar with the kind of Rutherford and Thomson model of atom. Rutherford. And okay, I hope that it will be good to go inside. Yes, entrance we have, and yes, we're inside. Wow, it's good. It's really nice. I haven't been this for years. I want to say, really, everybody, I haven't been there 4 million years. Metaphorically saying again. And in many of the real life, I've been here. Last time I was there, maybe 2010, 2015-ish. I maybe will remember some parts. I remember we were going there with a class. And people who are watching this video, thank you a lot for being with me in this moment. And okay, about plans we said, memory. Yes, about memory inside of the computer we will do this. About presidents and also some cities of America, because I know Austin, also Dallas and Houston and El Paso, Los Angeles, San Andreas, it is actually county, and also San Andreas and San Diego, San Jose, and New York City, Baltimore, and and that's all, I think so. And need to learn more. Actually, maybe not that's all, because I know them more, but it is all what I found right now. Boston too. And need to learn more. Wow, interesting. Actually need to go there in a... One moment, I will do a little bit of rubbing. And okay. Wow, some ducks quacking. Quack, quack, quack. Doing the sound. And we are here. And yes, we have this. Look at this. It's the entrance, and it's the bridge. Wow, interesting. It's the bridge, like in computers. Sometimes you have kind of bridge from one day to another. And we have water. We have some ducks, also specific trees. Maybe need to record video about it in the next time with a front camera, because right now you kind of see with the only front, and need to do this with a rear camera. But okay, you will see. I will try to shoot this better, because I want to show it. Actually, if it is open, then I will go to this place kind of frequently, because I thought that it's kind of closed and it's only for the dough, for money, dinero and nickels and dimes and quarters and euros and pounds and what's more, rupees and rubles. Yes, the banknotes of the world. Actually, I want to say that my memory is kind of good. Sometimes I don't say words that I know, because sometimes I think that it will be kind of misconception, but actually in some specific topics I can kind of... I like quiz games. I like in the meaning of the playing in words. Playing in words when you need to say a word and then a word, Nobel Prizes, and when you need to say a word, not an award, a word, W-O-R-D, and then you say it back to another person. You do this, but you start new word by the ending letter of previous word. Do you have this game in your country? Let me know. It is interesting. I think that you have, because it is kind of all types of different nations game. Sometimes people are thinking that kind of all nations are different. I think that yes, some things are different in some ways. Names are different types of how we name it. And because of it, how we name it, different types of articulation. And because of the different type of articulation, we have different types of health, different types of sounds that we like, and different types of people that we like, different types of animals that we prefer to see. And it is all about our kind of geography too, and about linguistics. That's why we are different. But actually, all what created by people, they're almost the same with some variations. With some variations again, it is not like super mega the same. And we have unique things. Everything in our world is unique. But in the meaning of the basis sometimes super mega the same. And it is what we need to know. But actually everything is unique. Because you have unique time already. For example, you had yesterday, and maybe you did the same as today, and you have the difference because you already with the you are already with another mind than yesterday, and each new second you are a new person. It's true. It is maybe not like a super mega you can find it. And sometimes people are prefer to think that we are new people kind of each new day, I mean that each new week, each new month. Sometimes people prefer to do this monthly, kind of you can change your opinion in a month or maybe in 3 months, kind of ish, or in a week. Sometimes in a year, yes, you had grown up, or maybe sequence of years. For example, 5 years, and you can change your mind. And sometimes, but actually, you can change your mind every day. It's true. And in a meaning of that, if it is not promise. If it's promise, then it will be good to be good to people, or not say, or no need to say promises. Okay, guys, because. It is kind of a promise, and I think that promise should be kind of you said promise. Then okay. If you said promise and then you ask someone kind of, okay, you understand that it is maybe not relevant right now, and kind of my promise was to do this in 2018 and I already failed. Okay, and kind of then okay, guys, then kind of you understand, you said about it, and kind of you tried about it, and kind of you said the promise, okay, I will be the fastest man, I will run the marathon in 3 seconds. You understand that kind of I promise you, yes, and 3 seconds and I will run it. Actually, it is believable in some way if you will do this with a helicopter, for example, and you will do kind of you will hold the helicopter by his kind of what's the name of it? By the rods that we have, RODs, yes, and you will take it by the rod, and then you will do kind of fly, and in the same time you will run. Then it's maybe possible that you run it in this time, or maybe you will be on the, you will be kind of tightened to the airplane, and you will do running through this way. If it is fully like a straight line that you need to run marathon, it is kind of possible in this way, but in the meaning of the human like in the current moment of time right now, it's maybe not super possible. I will not say that it is impossible, because I think that everything is in our life is possible, that you can do everything positive, good and nice, and it's true, everybody, and I think so. It's my belief that everything is possible, and it is about good, yes, and about things of this nature. And it is Pablo Picasso, by the way, quote about that: if you can imagine, then it is possible. And I think yes, it's true in this way. Okay, wow, nice and interesting place we have, and some. Wow, actually, it's already the beginning of the winter, because you maybe don't see it. Kind of super mega picture you don't see the full of the water, but maybe you see it is actually with a little bit of the surface of the plane surface, I think so, surface of the ice. We have icy top of this thing. It's not isotope. Isotope, it is another name. Iso, actually ISOTOPE. Yes, it is another name. It is for the something, the same topology, and ISO actually it means the same. So we'll go back and we'll do some photos, I think so. So today we talked about this, and also about the plans for the health. I already started to do push-ups. It's good. It's really good, because when I started to do a lot of developing stuff, then I mean developing in the meaning of computer and programming, I started to do less workouts and exercises. Actually, we can kind of configure it. We can make it that I will do them. Actually, we do walking. It is good. And need to do push-ups. Need to do a little bit of cardio. 1 hour a day. As I said before, need to do them. Today I did push-ups, and some days ago I did dancing, and yesterday I did push-ups. Need to do more of them. It will be good. And okay, it is about the need to learn more about memory inside of the computer. Also need to learn more about the US names. And I thought that this my girl friend, I mean that friend, female friend, and I thought really, and okay, need to learn about this, and about physics, need to learn chemistry, about the electronics, electrodynamics, and thermodynamics too. Thermodynamics and electrodynamics. Electrodynamics, it is kind of the most, and physiology. And then everything will be fine. And then work with the stochastic processes. Stochastic processes, it is the random processes that we have in our life. We need to learn about them. And it will be good. Actually, it looks like, I want to say, it really looks like I'm in St. Petersburg right now. It's the same style. Because it is, I think so, it's Catherine Place. Catherine Place, but actually Petersburg, it is Peter. But okay, Catherine maybe had some impact because it is the past, and we maybe some things are borrowed architecture style, yes. And need to do exercises, sports, cardio, and dancing too, and do more creating. And also I want to say that what have I improved? Right now I can describe every object in a meaning of if it will be the object of lines and without curvatures. With curvatures I can do, but it will take more time. But firstly I can do with the lines. Lines kind of, I can describe rectangles, for example triangles, also pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon, square, rhombus, and things of the lines, straight lines, objects. I can describe them. Need to be able to describe also objects that are with sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant, also arcsecant, arcosecant, arctangent, arcotangent, arcsine, and arcosine objects. Need to describe trigonometrical functions better. Actually, I understand how it works. P, it is 180. 2 times P, it is 360 in the meaning of radians. In the meaning of radians, in terms of it. And 1 radian, it is 100 over P, and also it is 57-ish with some floating point number sequence of digits, and it's the number 57 and dot, and then it's numbers, and also P over 2, P divided by 2, it is the P divided by 2, it is 90, yes, 90. P divided by 4, it is 45. 3 times P divided by 4, it is 135. P divided by 3, it is 60 degrees, and 2 times P divided by 3, it is 120 degrees. It is the sum of the radians and degrees converting, okay? It was the process of it. And need to learn more about how to create the lines. For example, need to learn how to create shoes, how to create cars in the meaning of the form of cars. Cars, if you may be super mega not full to this, and you are really detail watchful person, then you may be noticed that cars, they are almost the same as shoes, as our feet in the meaning FEET, T, and as our shoes, boots, and the same shape, almost not fully, but kind of ish. Yes, and in the meaning of the, like, look at the sports car, they're kind of the same shape. If you look, some of the feet shape like, and need to describe how they look like. I understand that it's kind of one line, and also one kind of sine, cosine, tangent description, and then it will be one more sine, cosine, secant, cosecant, tangent, cotangent description for them. And I kind of understand it, but need to make it more, need to describe. I think that I know how to describe it, actually. I think that I know. I think yes, I know. Lines, vertical lines. What are the vertical lines? Vertical lines, it is x equals constant. For example, x equals 2, and okay, it will be x equals 0, yes, and x equals 10. And we can do kind of y, it will be from 0 to 10. I imagine it, yes? Kind of, okay? It is kind of this line, we have this line and this line. It is the from 0 to 10, from 0 to 10, yes? And it is two lines. And we have also one on the upper side. On the upper side, it will be kind of the segment of the circle, and on the bottom it will be segment of the circle. And then when it goes upper, I imagine your feet, yes, when it goes upper, then the distance of y equals 10, it is less, and it could be kind of, okay, it goes to the 7, to it goes to 9, 8, 7, and the radius of our circle is going less of this segment of the circle. And on the another side it is the same, because this is the kind of what's the side of it? It is, so we have where we have toes and also ankle, I think so. Ankle, yes, ankle. I think that it's ankle. And I remember this place, everybody. I really remember this place. This super mega current place where we are. I remember we did photos near this. And guys, I remember where we were walking. Do you remember where we were walking? You maybe noticed some of the cupola before. It is the fountain. Right now it is closed. It is closed, guys. Really, I remember. I remember this place. We were here with the class. Nice, and maybe even 2 times or 1 time. But I remember this place, guys. Even I have photos of this place. Good. Okay, how to make them? Actually, it is the system of equations. First equation will be with the part of the segment. It will be the segment of the circle number 1, and circle number 2, it will be the second equation. Third equation will be the line where x equals 0 and y equals from 0 to 10, and fourth equation will be where x equals 10 and it will be constant, and where y equals to range from 0 to 10. It is how we describe the shoes. And the same for cars. Ish, because they look the same. The scale is another. You can do kind of scaling times 10 and you will have it. Yes, I remember this place, everybody. I remember this place. We are walking here. We are doing some photos even somewhere kind of there. We'll come back there. We'll come back. It is good and amazing to do videos there. Maybe you don't see anything, but thank you a lot. Okay, actually, people use Bezier curves to describe some of kind of complex functions of drawing. Bezier curves. It is kind of, you maybe can see it for your imagination. It is kind of like sine and cosine, and it is the same type. But we have anchors. 0.0, 0.1, 0.0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. It is the respectively. It is the linear Bezier curves, also quadratic Bezier curves and cubic Bezier curves. And we have also NURBS, non-uniform rational B-spline. You can Google it. You will find some information. It is kind of, if you have the picture, you will understand it really good. It is the same as Bezier curves. It is the same as sine, cosine, tangent, tangent, secant, cosecant. Actually, it is sine, cosine. Imagine it. And it is almost the same, but we have a lot of sines and cosines, and we have kind of fast Fourier transform. What is fast Fourier transform? I imagine the wave. Yes, wave kind of going. Yes, sine, cosine, and we have another wave. And if you do adding one wave to another, you will do first wave plus second wave, then you will have FFT transform, fast Fourier transform. It is the series of Fourier, also kind of related topic to this. Also related topics to series, you will find the Taylor series, and oh wow, the red. You maybe, you see maybe. You maybe see it, but maybe don't. Hey. Yes. You maybe notice. If you are super mega careful, you maybe notice some red. And this red has pos.x, pos.y, pos.z. It's actually position on x, y, z. And this red has vel.x, vel.y, vel.z. It is actually velocity of x, y, z. And also it has the acc.x, acc.y, acc.z. It is the acceleration of xy on xyz. Yes, it is kind of easy. It's easy to understand. Why don't people super mega understand? Because it is not super communicative, useful sometimes. Sometimes in some of the daily super mega bases of life. Because need to remember a lot of things. It is why people don't do this. I think that it's about memory. It need to think a lot about it to remember it. And when you think a lot about it, then you will remember easier. And so one of the ways how to remember it is memory palaces. It is the mnemotechnics. Mnemotechnics, I was saying about them before. It is when you imagine, for example, yes, we have system PAO. It is person, action, object. For example, I imagine that you have the, for example, jack of diamonds. Yes, the card, jack of diamonds. And I imagine that jack of diamonds, it is actually the person who is the celebrity. Why do we say the celebrity? Because diamonds is the rich. Yes, kind of diamonds, money, dough, and something like this. We have the jack of diamonds. And Jack, who is he? Maybe it is some of the James and maybe somebody who started with Jack. James, yes, Jack Sparrow, I imagine. Who is Jack Sparrow? Johnny Depp, yes, it's celebrity. And it is kind of, okay, we will not speak about some of the controversies and things of this nature. We will speak about normal stuff. We say good about people who are mentioned on this channel. Everybody who is mentioned. And if I will say that it is not something really nice, that I will say that I'm speaking right now, not really nice. But actually, when I mention someone, then it is a good thing. And when I didn't say opposite, okay? And we have Jack Sparrow, yes, and Johnny Depp, yes, Johnny Depp, and it is our person. And we have the association already with the Jack of Diamonds of the card. And to remember this card, you need to say kind of Johnny Depp. What does he do? He does kind of steering wheeling the ship. Yes, steering wheeling. Yes, I don't know steering wheeling. Do you have this word or not? But actually, to remember it, you kind of imagine that he does it. And you have the action. You have the object. And if you do kind of sentences, creating sentences with the words, then you remember it better. The more kind of bizarre is the correct word? Kind of the more abstract, I mean weird, yes. The more weird picture will be, the more it is memorable for our mind, because we will feel some emotions of haha and laughing and ROFL, yes, rolling out of laughing, yes, or ruffle, or I don't know, LOL, okay, laughing out loud. And you will feel this way, ha ha ha, or maybe, oh wow, interesting what I created. And when you do creations inside of your mind, you can remember everything. Why did I remember, why have I remembered a lot of states for the not super long period of time? Because I was doing the same. I was creating some sentences with it. With Maine, I associated Stephen King. With New Hampshire, I was associating my book that I was writing about barista, and also ferret and the homeless person. With another states, California, a lot of names I heard about California, that's why, and also Washington, okay, the dishwashing, and we have this, oh wow, look, nice looking, and really like in Podolsk in Leforto Park, almost the same. Let's go to the upper place, and it's about memory. And okay, let's go upper. Nice that we went there. And maybe I remember this bridge, and maybe even things that we will cross right now. I remember. Jesus Christ. Okay, about plans. Yes, memory. Memory for you, it is kind of easy to upgrade. Need to do new things. Need to visit new places. It is a good way. Need to look to the world as a foreigner. It is the good way to. And learning new languages, or trying to learn new languages, or imagining that you are learning new languages. Actually, it is the work of our mind, work of imagination. Wow, yes, we were there in my school years. It's the bridge. I remember we did photo there, and something there. Guys, it is kind of betting game with you. I will say to you that somewhere like places like this, maybe even here, we will see the kind of columns, and we can pass through this. I remember we had photo near this place. It is kind of, we can pass through this, and I think that it is somewhere here. And learning new languages, it is good, and also visiting new places and thinking about it, and imagining that you are doing something inside of them. Okay, it's not this place actually that I described, not this. Okay, but game is kind of ended. And it was kind of game of the metaphors of betting, and we have something somewhere there. We have it. I remember we were walking there with the class, and I mean that classmates, and also people. And I remember photos. It was 2010 or 2009 even. I think 2010 or 2009. And look, it's the building, huge place. I remember I was visiting it inside of my sleep or something, or I was visiting it in St. Petersburg, but with another. Maybe 1 moment. Maybe I found the place what I was talking about. Maybe. Yes, we have the. Look, if you will, is it or not? Look, if you will look forward, you will see the gates, or on another side. Actually nice and good. We are doing photos there. We are walking there with the class in 5th or 6th grade. On the ground you have church, you can see, and also the really best place. I even right now said best place without thinking that need to say best place. It is kind of good place, yes, nice place. I said right now kind of best place. It was kind of with oh look, It is the map. The same we have in St. Petersburg actually. And something there on the center we have some maps maybe. It is the, yes, I think that's the, if in the light of the day we can see the territory map of this object. Yes. And yes, we were doing photos somewhere there. I remember this place actually. We are doing there. But in my imagination it is somewhere one more place. But I remember this place. This, it is opening. It's the way to the museum. Yeah, some people are singing. Nice. Yes, they wished us good health because need to keep